Thank you. Please be seated. It is my privilege to introduce Brittany Shapiro as today's Master of Ceremonies. Brittany Shapiro is the daughter of Brett and Denise Shapiro. She is the president of the class of 2017, a varsity cheerleader, and is graduating with a grade point average that places her in the top 5% of the class. Brittany is a member of the National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. Brittany will begin her collegiate career in the fall at the University of Maryland studying biochemistry. Ladies and gentlemen, Brittany Shapiro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Aaron Cleary. Gentlemen, including graduates, you are reminded to remove your hats and hold them over your hearts. Colors will be presented by the Huntingtown High School NJROTC Color Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, NJROTC and Aaron Cleary. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Today we are proud to welcome to our graduation many important people in our lives. We are happy that so many family, friends, teachers, and mentors are able to be here with us today. Please join me in welcoming some very special people who have joined us today. Elected officials who are joining us today may include the Honorable Mike Miller, President of the Maryland State Senate. The Honorable Mark Fisher, Maryland State Delegate. The Honorable Michael A. Jackson, Maryland State Delegate. Mr. Mike Hart, Calvert County Commissioner. Mr. Tom Hedgel, Calvert County Commissioner. Mr. Evan Slogenhop, Calvert County Commissioner. Sheriff Mike Evans, Calvert County Sheriff's Office. Lieutenant Shane Bolger, Commander, Maryland State Police, Barrack U in Prince Frederick. I would now like to introduce the following guests that we have on stage. From the Calvert County Board of Education, Ms. Pamela L. Cousins, President, Board of Education member. Ms. Tracy H. McGuire, Vice President of the Board of Education. Ms. Dawn C. Belinsky, Board of Education member. Mr. Kelly D. McConkey, Board of Education member. Mr. William J. Phelan, Sr., Board of Education member. Ms. Lucy O. Roach, student member of the board. Dr. Daniel D. Curry, Superintendent of Calvert County Public Schools. From Huntingtown High School, we have our administrators, Mr. Rick Weber, Principal. Ms. Lauren Grimes, Vice Principal and 12th grade Administrator. Dr. Robert Lawrence, Vice Principal and 11th grade Administrator. Ms. Cecilia Lewis, former grade level administrator for the class of 2017 and current Supervisor of Social Studies for Calvert County Public Schools. Seated with the graduates are Mr. Scott McComb, Vice Principal and 10th grade Administrator. Miss Abby Gray, Vice Principal and 9th grade Administrator. And our final stage guest, Christina McKeever, this year's Graduate with Distinction representative. In the audience today, there are some special guests that I would like to introduce. On my right are the parents of the Graduate with Distinction, Miss Terry Bowen and Mr. Gerald McKeever. On my left are my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Shapiro. Thank you all for joining us today at this very special occasion. And a very special welcome to the class of 2017 senior class sponsors, Miss Laura Allen and Miss Christy Devi. At this time, we will hear a few words from our principal, Mr. Weber.
Thanks. Again, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Huntingtown High School's 13th commencement exercise. We're here today to honor the students of the class of 2017. But I want to check first, do we have any alumni in here from the previous 12 graduations? Raise your hand, stand up, be acknowledged. Give them a hand. Welcome back. It is my role and privilege today to share with you some of the accomplishments of this year's outstanding group of students. First of all, we have 345 students participating in today's ceremony. 95% of them have been on the honor roll at some point in their high school careers. 80% have taken at least one advanced placement course. Many have taken multiple AP courses. For their careers, this group has taken over 1,200 advanced placement courses. 80 students have earned advanced placement scholar designation. This class's AP participation helped Huntingtown High School earn the highest score of all Southern Maryland schools in the Washington Post Challenge Index. 76 students have earned the President's Educational Excellence Award. 37 seniors are National Honor Society members, and 51 students are designated as graduates with distinction. This award recognizes students with career GPAs of 95% or better. These students are identified today by a medallion, and I will start with the top 5 ranked students with distinction. I want them to please stand and remain standing when I call their names. They are David Waldron, Bradley Stevens, Dylan Bagaris, Allison Davis, and the student who earned the highest grade point average in the class of 2017, Kersey Arneson. I now invite all of the students with distinction to please stand and be recognized, all 51 of you. Congratulations on a job well done. Thank you. These students and their classmates have enabled Huntingtown for 10 straight years to be selected by Newsweek magazine and/or the U.S. News and World Report as one of the nation's top high schools. In fact, this past year, we are ranked in the top 2% of the approximate 38,000 U.S. high schools. I think that's worthy of a round of applause, don't you? Outside of the classroom, the class of 2017 has been just as impressive. They led the way this year in winning 3 SMAC team titles, 4 regional titles. We have 2 seniors who are state titleists and high school All-Americans, Gino Sita in wrestling and Harley White in track and field. Our varsity teams posted a winning percentage of nearly 80% for this year. The school's theater program, Eye of the Storm Productions, produced another outstanding musical performing Billy Elliot this spring. 3 senior students were selected for all-state band, orchestra, and chorus. The Huntingtown High School Marching Hurricanes celebrated their 10th consecutive regional championship. Many of the students before you are accomplished writers, artists, photographers, and speakers, winning numerous local and regional competitions. They have volunteered thousands of hours of community service through ROTC, National Honor Society, Key Club, and their teams and other school organizations. This class has won acclaim in every conceivable way. Their efforts have been rewarded with over 75 of the students and counting, receiving scholarship offers from over 211 schools and community organizations, totaling over $5 million in financial aid. This obviously is a group of very talented, involved students of which the entire Huntingtown High School community should be proud. Students, as you pursue your future endeavors, whether it be work or additional schooling, examine what you did well and have confidence that you can use the skills that delivered you here today for continued success. Remember always, the results you've achieved required a lot of effort, determination, and support. There are many people who have played significant roles in making this day possible. I would like to recognize some of them for their contribution. First, I want to thank the faculty and staff of Huntingtown High School. I would like the members of our staff to please stand and be acknowledged. Don't be shy. Thank you. And graduates, your road to excellence didn't start in high school. You have been greatly influenced by teachers, kindergarten through high school, by youth coaches, community leaders, scoutmasters, and clergy. If you've taught, coached, or counseled any of the graduates, would you please stand and be recognized? We thank you for your efforts. Last and most importantly, I want to commend your families for the job they have done raising you and guiding you to this moment. Families, would you please stand so that we can thank you for the job that you've done? Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you. Seniors, I want to pass on 2 quick pieces of advice. First, continue to work hard. It always helps to work hard. You may not get everything you want, but it always helps to work hard. You're never going to be worse off for it. Secondly, treat everyone you meet with respect. Follow the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Congratulations on your many accomplishments. Thank you so much for what you've done for our school and community. I know I speak for the entire Huntingtown High School community when I tell you we're very proud of you and wish you continued success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Weber. Please help me welcome Ms. Pamela L. Cousins, President of the Calvert County School Board, who brings you greetings from the Board of Education of Calvert County Public Schools.
I was sitting in the first car on the Space Mountain roller coaster, and I hear this: buckle up and enjoy your ride. I don't know if I'm the only person in here who has experienced this, but every single time I hear, buckle up and enjoy your ride, it's like I can hear my heart pounding. I'm checking the seat belt 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to make sure it's locked. And then I look around to see who's watching me freak out. And before I know it, the ride is over. I'm getting off, I'm pumped up, and ready to do it all over again. Well, at least I used to be when I was your age. Now, not so much. Your journey into adulthood starts tomorrow, and you have to buckle up and be ready to go. Like that adrenaline rush you feel on an amusement park ride, you may be nervous, afraid, or even anxious about what's next. The unknown. Trust me, that's normal. I know you're accustomed to starting anew. You've done it at least 12 times since the first grade. The people in your life, your parents, friends, teachers, counselors, administrators, and mentors have all prepared you for this day. So you're ready. Don't be afraid. I promise you, you'll be all right. If you're about to attend college, join the military, or even get a job, consider some of my advice that I often share with young adults. Take some time to discover your passion. Don't be afraid to try something new. Dream big and go for it. Ask for help, because you definitely cannot do it alone. Get involved. Increase your civic engagement. Don't just register to vote. Go vote. Make a plan and work your plan. Continuously challenge yourself. Keep your family and friends close, because they are truly your best allies. Be responsible. Avoid drugs and alcohol. Respect your body and spend wisely. Make money doing what you love and invest in your future. Seek new friends and a mentor. I often tell my daughter, if you're the smartest one in your circle, you need a new circle. Get a calendar, because you're about to keep up with your own things to do by yourself. Always do the right thing. Integrity is key. Treat each person you encounter with respect. Maintain an attitude of gratitude. And finally, life may go up and down just like a roller coaster, because change is certainly inevitable. You may have to pivot and adapt to that. Imagine if Walt Disney had given up on a few failures. He was fired by a newspaper editor because he lacked imagination and he had no good ideas. He started a number of businesses that didn't last long and ended in bankruptcy. Many of you have enjoyed Disney movies or been to a theme park where billions of dollars are generated every single day. Aren't you glad Walt Disney didn't give up? He kept pushing, and so should you. Buckle up and enjoy your ride. Good luck to you, Huntingtown class of 2017. My board colleagues and I are delighted to be here to share this moment with you. Congratulations to you. Be good, be great.
Thank you, Ms. Cousins. We will now have a musical selection, We Can Dream, performed by the Huntingtown High School Orchestra and Chorus. Thank you. Audience, please join me in welcoming our next speaker to the podium, Dr. Daniel Curry, Superintendent of Schools for Calvert County.
Thank you, Brittany, and congratulations to the class of 2017. I came across a book this year that was all about courage. And I decided early on that courage and this new book would be the theme of what I had to say at graduation. We often think of courage as when people do heroic things, like running into a burning building to save a life, like laying down your life for others, donating a kidney. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of daydreams about doing heroic things like that. I'm sure most of you have had this daydream. I have one a lot in church. Sermon starts getting a little dry, and my mind starts to wander, and I start thinking, what would I do if suddenly the congregation was surrounded by ninjas? And there's like 6 ninjas on each side, and they're all dressed in black. Well, I would slip down under the pew and they wouldn't see me, see? And soon you would see each of those ninjas screaming and disappearing like a shark just ate them, but it's really me under the pew crawling around. You guys have that same thing, don't you? You've had that same daydream? Okay. Well, on a day-to-day basis, most of us don't get much opportunity to do great, courageous things like we see in the movies. But when you think about it, each of you has done a lot of courageous things to get to where you are today. You're seated here with about 300 and some of your best friends, and over the last few years, you've done some courageous things in everyday life, just like our police officers do, and our politicians do, and our members of the Board of Education, and our teachers and our principals do. You know, you've been courageous if you ever took up for someone who was picked on, if you ever befriended someone who was all by themselves. That took courage. When you raise your hand to answer a question that you really know you might be wrong, that takes courage. When you choose to take a class that you know is going to be really hard work, that's a courageous thing. When you decide not to drink or use drugs when it seems like everyone around you is, that's courageous. Or when you let someone know that their language and their actions are not welcome in your presence. When you challenge authority, it takes courage. When you wear clothes that nobody else will wear, is a courageous act at times. And when you say no to that special friend who puts pressure on you to do some things you're not quite ready to do, or when you walk away from a fight, that can be very courageous. And when you dare to be different. And I've conferred with your English supervisor here in Calvert County, and I've looked at a lot of the literature that you have been required to read. Many of the stories like The Miracle Worker, The Diary of Anne Frank, Kill a Mockingbird, the things they carried. They all had a theme of courage. But I found that this book that inspired me this year was not on the list. And it caused me some concern, and I decided to share it with you tonight. It's called Clancy, the Courageous Cow. Now, I don't know how many of you noticed when you walked in tonight, this afternoon, but up here on the floor, we have carpet, colorful carpet, squares of carpet with letters and numbers. That's where you started. A long time ago, you sat your little behinds right there, and now look where your big behinds are sitting. You guys are moving up and out, and it all started right here. But I have a book, and I have carpet. And I want to know if any of you have courage enough to come join me for a little story on the carpet. Lucy, you want to join? Anybody else want to come up? We have space. Come on up. That's good. Now, I want you to remember all the rules that you ever had for sitting on the carpet way back in. What were some of the rules? Crisscross applesauce. Hands to yourself, sit in your square. You guys are a little bit too big to fit in these squares right now. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. 1, 2. Eyes on you. Clancy, the Courageous Cow. Now, Clancy was born on a stormy day. A great disappointment for his parents. You see, he belonged to a herd of belted Galloways, but Clancy had no belt. He was beltless. Clancy grew up, All the other cows treated him like an outcast. Some said, imagine being beltless. And Clancy tried hard to give himself a belt. He rolled in the snow, but soon it melted off. He tied a bandage around his middle, but it gave him a tummy ache. He sprinkled sugar on his coat, but the ants drove him crazy. He painted a white stripe around himself, but it always washed off in the rain. Clancy was different, and nothing could be done about it. Nevertheless, his parents loved him dearly. Now, the belted Galloways lived on poor grass, and they were all skinny, and the field next to them was full of rich grass and fat Herefords. Now, the Herefords held the grazing rights to their field since they won the cow wrestling contest. Every year, they had the contest. But the Herefords ate the rich grass, and they got big and strong, and the belted Galloways stayed skinny, and so they never won. Now, some nights, the belted Galloways tried to sneak into the Herefords' field to graze, but their white belts always glowed in the dark, and it gave them away. And you see up here, this Hereford said, "Get out of here, I can see you." But one night, Clancy slipped in the Herefords' field to try his luck, and nobody chased him out. He was invisible in the dark because he was all black. The next night, as Clancy grazed, he bumped into another cow. "Who is that?" asked Clancy. "I am Helga," answered the cow. "I am a totally brown Hereford." And like Clancy, Helga was always been picked on because she was different. Clancy and Helga hit it off immediately, and they grazed together every night. Now, at first, only Clancy's mom and dad noticed how big he was getting. And then one day, he bumped into the president of the belted Galloways and sent her flying. She started to bawl him out. Then she stopped in amazement. Clancy was enormous. Surely a cow as big as this could win the cow wrestling contest. Well, the very important belted Galloways decided that being beltless was not such a bad thing, and that Clancy would represent the herd at the cow wrestling contest. So they got all of the retired wrestlers from the belted Galloways, and they trained Clancy and taught him their favorite holds and maneuvers, like the cud cruncher, and the hind quarter drop, and the ruminator, and the cow whisperer, and the windmill, and the helicopter. And on the day of the match, Clancy pinned his opponent in record time and won the contest. Now, it was time for the belted Galloways to enjoy the rich grass, and they began to chase the Herefords out of the field. And suddenly a voice rang out. It was Clancy, and he said, "Stop." Helga stood next to him. "This situation has gone on too long," said Clancy. "Black, white, or brown, we are all cows. I say we pull down the fence and be cows together. We are all cows. Pull down the fence and be cows together." After a while, the belted Galloways and the Herefords began to get along very well, and there was plenty of grass for everybody. And Klanga was born on a sunny day, to great joy of her parents. Now, thank you. Now, graduates, you are about to embark on a journey, and it's going to take some courage. More courage than you've ever had before. You're not sure what it's going to be, when it's going to happen. Might have something to do with when you go off to college, or a job, or the military, or maybe because you're not really sure what you should do or where you should go. You're leaving the comfort of this carpet, of a car seat, of the rules of the school, and you're going out into the world. I want you to just take a moment, all seniors, and close your eyes and envision where you think you're going to need the most courage pretty soon. What you're going to need courage for and how you're going to handle it. And when I say you are courageous, I want you to say, "That's me." You are courageous. You are courageous. You are courageous. Congratulations, class of 2017. Thanks for being good sports. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you, Dr. Curry. We will now have a musical selection, Never Go Away, performed by senior Aaron Fowler.
Good afternoon.
See this as an end. I see this more as a brand new start. This is now the time for us to wake up. Time for us to listen to our hearts. And now we stand the final time all as one. All together for the last time. We got some days before we all move apart. So let us make some memories today. These times, they will never go away. I don't really see this as goodbye. I see this more as I see you soon. And now it's starting to grow older. It's time to make all of our dreams come true. And now we stand the final time all as one. We're all together for the last time. We got some days before we all move apart. So let us make some memories today. These times, they will never go away. When we look back to remember all the greatest times we share, as we head our separate directions. I hope you all take care. And now we stand the final time all as one. We're all together for the last time. We got some days before we all move apart. So let us make some memories today. These times, they will never go away. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on our program is our Graduates with Distinction representative, Christina McKeever. Christina McKeever is the daughter of Gerald McKeever and Terry Bowen. As the Graduate with Distinction representative for the class of 2017, She has finished high school with a grade point average of 95% or higher and has been selected by her fellow graduates with distinction to represent them here today. Christina is the historian of the National Honor Society, the track and cross-country manager, and the editor-in-chief of the yearbook. She is passionate about graphic design and marketing, and she will be attending the College of Southern Maryland and then the University of Maryland College Park to study marketing. Please welcome my good friend, Christina McKeever.
Thank you, Brittany. So I want to start by thanking the other 50 graduates with distinction for selecting me to represent all of you today. I'm overjoyed to be up here right now, and I am overwhelmed with the amount of love and support that got me to this point. I'm blessed with amazing parents who get to be right by my side today, and they've always been right by my side. I love you. Speaking of parents, it's crazy to think that 12 years ago today, we waved goodbye to them through the school bus window on our first day of kindergarten. Today, most of us got in our own cars and probably didn't say a word to mom and dad when we left. But hey, we aren't in pigtails or overalls anymore. We're teenagers. In fact, many of us don't even realize that our 20s are just around the corner. This is one of the best times, if not the best time of our life. There's Friday night lights, homecoming and prom, graduation, senior week, and now the next step. We get to enjoy spending time with our friends and family, we go to a wonderful and free school, and we don't have to pay bills. Well, not yet. Graduation is a monumental day, and getting to this point wasn't easy for any of us. We all faced different obstacles, we all had different experiences, but we all made it. As the yearbook editor, it's my job to capture the moments of Huntingtown High, and I couldn't have done my job if it wasn't for all of you. Based on what I've seen and covered, we have an incredible school and graduating class. The class of 2017 is made up of some pretty unbelievable individuals who have created remarkable moments during high school. We have David Waldron, who never missed a single day of school since kindergarten. He even fractured 3 bones in his foot freshman year and waited until the weekend to go to the hospital. Now that is dedication. Then there's Gino Sita, who won a state title in wrestling and tied the record for the most amount of wins at 177. I think it's safe to say that no one is gonna mess with you, buddy. We also have Harley White, who is a national champion in triple jump and holds multiple records in track. We'll be cheering you on when you're in the Olympics, Har. Dia Brown was published in a book, is the founder and president of Crochet for the Bay, and she will probably be the president of our nation one day. Those are just a few names, trust me. There are many more I could share, but we don't want to be late to Dave & Buster's. The class of 2017 is full of legendary names, and I have no doubt that today isn't the only day our names will be recognized and applauded. Today marks the start of new adventures, new lifestyles, but also new difficulties. High school wasn't perfect for any of us, and the real world won't be either. But no matter where life takes all of you, and no matter how difficult things may seem at that very moment, remember this moment. And as the editor, I have to capture it. Brittany and Lucy, can you come join me? We're gonna take a class selfie. All right, ready? You guys ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I'm not done. You all have proven, not only to me, but to your family, to your parents, to your teachers, to your friends, and hopefully to yourself, that you are extraordinary. Your GPA doesn't define you. Your SAT scores don't define you. Your moments define you. You define you. You all helped me write Huntingtown's story in the yearbook, and now it's time for you to write your own stories. Make them incredible. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. As the class of 2017's president, I'm honored to speak to you today. Many of you know that the idea of giving this speech is something that would stress me out. I'm sure many of you can relate to the nerves of wanting to say just the right thing in front of a crowd like this. However, as I was writing, it became clear just how much I have grown through high school because I have found the power inside of myself to be able to speak to you today. I am truly grateful to have this opportunity because it has led me to reflect on the last 4 years. August 20th, 2013. Does anyone remember this day? It was a monumental day in Huntingtown High School's history and in our own lives. This was the day we took our first steps through the halls that we would become very familiar with over the next 4 years. Some of us may want to forget the first day of freshman year, especially if, like me, you spent the whole day lost. But this began our journey. We entered this school with great expectations for our high school career, and Huntingtown has far exceeded those expectations. Throughout freshman, sophomore, and junior years, we established ourselves. We joined many clubs and often tried new things. We participated in athletics. We won championships and broke numerous records. We engaged in art, music, and drama. We worked hard learning, studying, and preparing for our future. We met teachers who truly cared about not just our grades, but about us. We made friendships and memories that would last a lifetime. And then we blinked, and suddenly it was our senior year. To many of us, senior year felt like it would never come. People warned us that it would go by quickly, but we brushed it off, not believing a word they said. And soon enough, we started experiencing many events for the last time. Our last home football game, our last pep rally, our last homecoming, our last school player concert. I felt myself wishing it would all stop or at least slow down. And then out of the blue, here we are today reflecting on the last 4 years. May 19th, 2017. I'm sure you all remember this day. The last day of our high school career. The last day we attended Huntingtown. All of the opportunities that we were fortunate to have as Hurricanes are what we can take away, and all of the opportunities that lie ahead are now our future. Whatever your next step may be, whether it's going to college or entering the military or the workforce, you can trust that Huntingtown High School has prepared you for what is next. We can step into the future while still holding on to our past. We were encouraged to become people that we weren't in 2013, growing as individuals and as a class. We changed the school forever when we entered it, and as of today, it will forever be changed again as we leave. As graduates of Huntingtown, we have so much to be thankful for. We were given a wonderful staff and supportive families who deserve our gratitude. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Sydney, for your love and support. Although you may be ready to say goodbye to high school, this room is filled with people not ready to say goodbye to you. I need to thank this senior class for making this goodbye very hard for me to say. It is difficult, but I know it is for the best. The world is in need of Huntingtown's class of 2017's graduates. We are ready for the future and bound to do great things. I look forward to hearing all about your accomplishments, as I can envision our class leading and protecting the country, saving the environment, curing cancer, and writing the songs that I will listen to on the radio. I would like to leave you with the words of J.K. Rowling. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all of the power we need inside ourselves already. Just as I found my power, I hope you all find yours each and every day. Good luck and congratulations. Now we have come to the moment we have anticipated. Today is the culmination of our hopes, dreams, and hard work. We know that receiving our diplomas is the product of our own efforts, but that those efforts are combined in concert with those of our families, our teachers, and our school community. We give sincere thanks to one and all. The presentation of diplomas will be conducted by Dr. Daniel Curry with assistance by Board of Education members. Ms. Christy Devi and Mr. Brian Mullins will read the names of the members of the senior class. Seniors, please approach the stage as directed to receive your diplomas.
At this time, I would like for the students on stage to join me at the podium. They will receive their diplomas first. Christina Marie McKeever. Lucy Olivia Roach. Brittany Lee Shapiro.
Gautam Ajay.
Gabrielle Nicole Labonte.
Tori Marie Alexander.
Lexi Cheryl Lambert.
Christopher Gray Alexi.
Christina Marie Larkin.
Ashley Catherine Allen.
Colleen Marie Larson.
Elise Marie Allison.
Alexis Nicole Lauer.
Thomas Wade Antonelli.
Sierra Nicole Lee.
Mary Angelica Aponte Martinez.
Jason Randall Lassard.
Kiersey Grace Arneson.
Amanda Carol Lewis.
Cameron Lynn Arnstein.
Davin Locke.
Morgan Lynette Atkins.
Haley Brooke Logan.
Grace Kylie Awalt.
Shane Kyle Luckett.
Abigail Christine Bazinski.
Marissa Catherine Luke.
Dylan Warner Bagaris.
Rudolph Lutz IV.
Brandy Nicole Baggerly.
Cameron Lee Makowitz.
Brianna Marie Bailey.
Gabriel Ian Markwald.
Aiden Lloyd Baird.
Joshua Ian Markwald.
Janusz Imre Balaj.
Kevin Lee Marlowe.
Alexander Edward Barham.
Allison Camille Marshall.
Kara Yvonne Barton.
Samantha Elizabeth Marshall.
Sean Patrick Beach.
Austin David Martini.
Morgan Lee Beavers.
Quintarius Vontez Mason.
Sarah Renee Beavers.
Allison Brooke Matera.
Danielle Renee Bell.
Samuel Jackson Matthews.
Jordan Drew Bell.
Jacob Matthew Mauser.
Aaron Patrick Jennings Berry.
Shaylin Deborah Mavor.
Devin Robert Blake.
Kesley Diane McCarthy.
Scott Mitchell Bland.
Shannon Brooke McCartney.
Colin Matthew Boggs.
Connor Ryan McLean.
Samantha Paige Bonifant.
Brittany Denise McDonald.
Shelby Lynn Fitzgerald Bowen.
Jeremy Travis McGraw.
Christy Lynn Bradford.
Allison Marie McKeever.
Patrick O'Donnell Brogan.
Sabrina Ann McKnight.
Jacob Patrick Brookman.
Jaden Alexis McLean.
Eliza Monique Brown.
Michael Brandon McMullen.
Dia Marie Brown.
Emma Nicole McMurr.
Mackenzie Marie Bruce.
Walter Edward Mers.
Jenna K. Brunswick.
Morgan Paige Myers.
Kaylee Marie Brunstrom.
Preston Dean Miles.
James Edward Bryant.
Brittany Starr Miller.
Michaela Angel Buck.
Brittany Nicole Miller.
Jared Austin Burgoyne.
Allison Nicole Milstead.
Alyssa Michelle Butters.
Georgia Rebecca Minnie.
Casey Thomas Bird.
Austin Barrett Minnick.
Haley Madison Caldwell.
Timothy Allen Mitchell Jr.
Kaylee Marie Cannon.
Maximilian Michael Moore.
Joshua Drew Carroll.
Zachary William Morrison.
Tyler Ryan Carter.
Lashila Tamare Morcell.
Connor Patrick Cassidy.
Summer Joy Mowry.
Emma Eden Christensen.
Gregory David Murray.
Summer Bethany Clarkston.
John Mason Murray.
Erin Marie Cleary.
Winston Tyler Murray.
Julia Michelle Colburn.
Carolyn Louise Muchler.
Andrew Michael Colby.
Jimmy Nguyen.
James Jeffrey Coles.
Wesley Paul Nicholson.
Dana Catherine Coley.
Raven Skylar Noel.
Philip Desiderius Covell.
Autumn Diane Norvell.
Brooke Lynn Crane.
Christian Jeffrey O'Leary.
Anya Lillian Kramer.
Brianna Maureen O'Neill.
Donald Preston Cranford.
Hayden Jefferson O'Chair.
Tabitha Rose Crocker.
John Tyler Page.
Dylan Timothy Crum.
Lindsay May Page.
Elizabeth Erin Cunningham.
Eugene Park.
Asher Walter Curtis.
Royce Brian Patterson Jr.
Melissa Lynn Dalrymple.
Andrew Lawrence Pulowski.
Samantha Nicole Daniels.
Robert Delaney Peacock Jr.
John Carl Darling.
Zachary David Pay.
Allison Marie Davis.
Joseph Paul Piazza.
Amber Lynn Davis.
Noah Alexander Perner.
Allison Marie Dean.
Victoria Grace Ponca.
John Ernest DeGrange III.
Joseph Michael Pope.
Emily Jordan Devereaux.
Hannah Catherine Powers.
Richard Anthony DiGiuseppe.
Elizabeth Noel Prideaux.
Austin Gage Dodson.
Dejanay Arlene Proctor.
Daniel Joseph Dove.
Krista Mackenzie Quinn.
Shannon Marie Duffy.
Emma Elizabeth Rader.
Michael Tillman Dunphy.
Amanda Nicole Ramsey.
Shane Michael Duryea.
Nikaya Delronica Ray.
Matthew Ira Duty.
Alexis Catherine Reed.
Brandon Michael Dwyer.
Davon Leslie Reed.
Paige Elizabeth Dwyer.
Christine Marie Renteria.
Jacob Michael Eaton.
Jenna Louise Rhodes.
David Thomas Edmonds.
Katie Lee Rhodes.
Caitlin Marie Ellison.
Mark Robert Richard.
Amber Janae Emerson.
Elizabeth Laura Ricks.
Joseph Raymond Andrusick.
Carol Adriana Rodriguez.
Annabella Nicole Ferrante.
Alexander Paul Rodriguez.
Grace Catherine Fitzgerald.
Paul Louis Rodriguez.
Catherine Inez Fletcher.
Alexander James Roper.
Hunter Ray Floyd.
Sarah Catherine Rosado.
Colin Lee Flynn.
Ronald Lee Rusty Tice.
Tavish T. Jing Nui Fokum.
Vincent David Salit.
Megan Nicole Ford.
Ryan Stafford Saul.
Caitlin Marie Forshane.
Abraham Joseph Salton.
Ivy Marie Fortner.
Brett Noah Shear.
Aaron Vincent Fowler.
Nathan Garrett Shear.
Olivia Arlette Fowler.
Kyle Brendan Schuler.
Evan Michael Franklin.
Catherine Patricia Scott.
Jada Marie Freeman.
William Harrison Settle.
Haley Ann Fridman.
Caden Lenora Sexton.
Alyssa Eleanor Joyce Gaines.
Erica Lauren Seymour.
Madeline Jane Gall.
Brianna Marie Shepard.
Allison Naboko Gallo.
Allison Nicole Shoemaker.
Nicholas Ryan Garofalo.
Faith Lynn Simpson.
William Morris Garrett.
Zachary Ethan Sims.
Barrick Lewis Gay.
Antonio Raphael Sita.
Jace Michael Gentry.
Giovanni Vincent Sita.
Chloe Elizabeth Gertz.
Brian Richard Smith.
Amanda Noel Glodick.
Mauricio Diego Smith.
Anne Margaret Gorman.
Ryan Patrick Smith.
Ryan Christopher Gorman.
Zachary O'Brien Smith.
Crystal Marie Gray.
Rose Elena Soboleski.
Devin DeAndre Gray.
Samantha Aubrey Spencer.
Dylan Vladimir Gray.
Nicholas Allen Starr.
Kaylee Elizabeth Grenier.
Samantha Renee Stice.
Eric Zachary Grenis.
Alyssa Gloria Simone Stenson.
Allison Rebecca Groff.
Bradley Randolph Stevens.
Talia Liana Gross.
Nehemiah Richard Stewart.
Emily Pauline Habert.
Maria Elizabeth Still.
Leanna Michelle Haynes.
Jack Thomas Stetzel.
Josephine Inez Hall.
Amanda Joy Straw.
Sadie Roxanne Hall.
Joseph Ryan Strickland.
Sarah Michelle Hall.
Kelsey Elaine Strong.
Jesse Thomas Halterman.
Robert Joel Stubbs III.
Cassandra Ray Hanks.
Harry Edward Sturdivant II.
Peter Matthew Harding.
Natalie Marie Solhoff.
Grace Marie Harriman.
Nicholas Donley Solhoff.
Heather Kimberly Harris.
Cheyenne Sierra Swope.
Joshua Douglas High.
Gregory John Terrence.
Timothy Christian Hemmer.
Julia Grace Thomas.
Andrew James Heppy.
Lindsay Ryan Thomas.
Emma Lee Hicks.
Nolan Patrick Thomas.
Hannah Hilton.
William Jacob Thompson.
Austin John Hodges.
Ryan Sergey Todd.
Alec Robert Holtkamp.
Jaleesa Elizabeth Tataro.
Bailey Lorraine Hooper.
Kai Andrew Tugas.
Hezekiah Delwan Hopkins.
Giari Lamar Townsend.
Peter Tron Quinn.
Michael Christopher Bass.
Raven Amanda Isaac.
Kayla Marie Videla.
Brandon Chase Jackson.
Shantia Deshay Waddell.
Anthony Charles Johnson.
David Edward Waldron.
Mitchell Jacob Johnson.
Thomas John Walker.
Rebecca Grace Johnson.
Zoe Maya Marie Walker.
Zachary Lyndon Johnson.
Dylan Keith Watson.
Connor Nassim Jones.
Joseph Russell Watson.
Giovanna Ann Jones.
Matthew Joseph Watson.
Ian Clifford Jones.
Amber Marie Weaver.
Sarah Kaylee Jones.
Casey Franklin Webb.
Teresa Christine Faith Kay.
Lindsay Nicole Wells.
Nancy Kayla Key.
Bailey Elaine White.
Julia Shea Keffler.
Harley Maxine White.
Tyler Jamie Keller Wingard.
Paige Marie Wilde.
Ryan Gregory Kellner.
Kareek Devontae Wilds.
Annika Gabrielle Kelsey.
Isaiah Jamil Wilkins.
Kendall Virginia Kennedy.
Devin Michael Williams.
Jesse Matthias Kiger.
Brianna Leah Willoughby.
Adam Christopher Kinder.
Lawrence Edgerton Wilson IV.
Carl Richard Kilmer.
Faith Joy Wilson.
Jack Edward Kilmer.
Sean Ayers Winters.
Alexander Jordan Kirkman.
Samantha Lorraine Woods.
Catherine Ann Kitchen.
Dalton Nathaniel Woody.
Noah Sol Kurzak.
Juliana Marie Young.
Haley Elizabeth Kotef.
Curtis Michael Zeringer.
Seth Baldwin Kowalczyk.
Benjamin Edward Zawislak.
Nicholas Miles Kramer.
Austin Wayne Ziegler.
Abby Rose Crone.
Isabella Ann Zetner.
Benjamin Joseph Crone.
Dakota Cheyenne Zicafus.
Zachary Carl Crone.
Heather Michelle Handy.
Nicole Elizabeth Kodursky. Trevette Andrew Keister.
Congratulations, class of 2017.
Seniors, please stand. I wish to certify that all members of the graduating class of 2017 standing before me have met all requirements for a Maryland High School diploma. You may now turn your tassels. I want to thank family, friends, and special guests for coming today and making this a memorable and special occasion. I would like everyone to please stand and remain in your seating area while the class of 2017 leaves the arena.